Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey, as the Pope John Lions return from their halftime respite and get set to take on the Rahway Chiefs here in the second half. Lions trailing 12-0, and Rahway gets the ball first. The good news for the Lions is that the defense has been stellar for the most part. The problem is the two long touchdown runs for Rahway, and that has been the story so far. So, Pope John will ask the Lions defense to do the job and get the ball back one more time and see if they can turn this game around. It is 12-0, Rahway leading the Pope John Lions at the half. We're about set to start the third quarter. Let's go over the rosters while we have a minute. We will start with number 1, Dominic Diarco. Number 3, Lachlan Sturdivall. Number 4, Connor Hart. Number 5, Betty Platt. Number 8, Charlie Formasano. Number 9, Braden Colson. Number 10, Jared Hawthorne. Number 13, Evan Nisbet. 15 is Roger Milner. 23, Sean Clevitz. 25, Declan Griffith. Number 26, Braden Convey. 30, Ryan Hart. 33, Ryan Lambriglia. 36, Wyatt Miller, who is out today with a broken right thumb. Number 40, Jake Chesapearea. 43, Tyler Killen. 45, Jude Francesco. 56, Robert Zawicki. Number 61, Anthony Grego. The head coach of the Pope John Lions is Jared Francesco. We'll go to the rest of the coaches and staff in just a minute. 1st and 10 from the 35. Rahway with the ball. And off up the middle, and Jude Francesco with a huge tackle. Brings down number 5 for Rahway. So, Lions aren't playing here as we start the second half. Sun has gone behind the clouds here, a little bit of shade. It is definitely warmed up. It's more like an early spring day as opposed to a middle fall. Rahway all bunched up. You know they're going to run, and here we go, right through the middle.
Gotta get up!
Trying to bring him down. Pope John finally does. Francesco and Colson both in on the tackle. And a big gainer for the Rahway Chiefs.
Hey, on selling out. The boys to get this wedge. Yeah, if they pull it.
It'll be 3rd and short.
Hey, 2x.
Ball's at the 42. They've got to get to the 45.
These kids are moving every single.
Here's a hand up to number 0. He's across the 45 and a first down for Rahway. Forward progress is going to get him to the 46.
Go, Jake.
Got a late flag that comes down on the play. We'll see what that's about. Ball spotted at the 46. Officials convening. Penalty against Rahway. And we'll see what that does. That's going to bring the ball back, but is it going to negate the first down? And it seems like it was a late flag, so it was after the play happened, so Rahway's definitely going to lose yardage here, but they don't know if it's going to negate the first. Big penalty there for Rahway. Moves it back to the 36-yard line of the Chiefs. But it came after the first down, so first and 10 for the Chiefs. They're at their own 36. Oh, let's say 31. My apologies. First down marker still on the field. We can't hear the officials, so we're not sure why it is a first. The only reason why it would be a first down is if the penalty was a late flag. It's a personal foul against Rahway after the play happened, and I believe that's what it is. So, 1st and 10 at the 31 of Rahway. The officials start the clock, but then stop it as the referees are explaining to Coach Francesco about what happened and why it's a first down for Rahway. 8:51 remaining, third quarter. Rahway Chiefs leading the Pope John Lions 12-0. We are live at Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey for the semifinal of the 11 and under division for North Jersey Pop Warner. Mike Forbesano along with you calling today's action. Thank you very much for joining us here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in mid-October. 1st and 10, Rahway with the ball at the 31. Here's the handoff, goes right through the middle. Pope John trying to bring him down, had trouble there. I think Pope John was trying to say that they recovered the ball, but the knee was down for Rahway, so 2nd and 5. Well, Rahway continuing to try and pound the ball down Pope John's throat. Until they stop it, they're going to keep doing it. Run up the middle. Still able to carry through. Now gets to the outside, and he's off. Pass Clements, that's number 5 again with his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. A backbreaker again for Pope John. Run through the middle, but 5 was able to cut to the outside. Escape tacklers. And the Rahway Chiefs go up 18-0 on Pope John. The Lions have played so well today, but just 3 big plays by Rahway have turned the tide of this game. Point after attempt from the 3-yard line. Rahway's not been successful with these so far today, so we'll see what happens. Eight minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. Chiefs up by 18. And in motion. Quarterback on the center. Movement on the line. That's going to be a false start, I believe. Yep. False start against Rahway. He's going to move the ball back. So the point after goes to the 8-yard line. Rahway up to the line. Point after attempt from 8 yards out. Quarterback in a gun. Man in motion is number 3. Here's the snap. Rolls to his right towards the far sideline. Looking to fire downfield. Incomplete. Over the head of number 5. And that will be the 3rd failed failed conversion for point after. So that is a bright spot for Pope John. They are down 18-0 with 8 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Pope John needing to get on the board now. First and 10 from their own 35.
Back up, guys, back up.
Lions up to the line. Clements under center. Platt in the backfield. Handoff goes to Betty. To his right side. He's met right there at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by 2 Rahway defenders.
Let's go, Lord!
2nd down. Griffith into the game for Pope John in place of Connor Hart. Clements coming back into the huddle. 7:35 and counting, 3rd quarter. Chiefs up by 18. Clements under center. Chester Marie and Platt in the backfield. LeBreglia in motion. Handoff goes to Betty. Platt tries to reverse to the left, now to the right, and is brought down at the 34-yard line. So that smash mouth football that Pope John was throwing at Rahway in the first half, not working right now. They've got to come up with an alternative. Third and long for the Lions. 6:45 remaining. Got a whistle on the field. Substitutions in for Rahway. John has to get to their own 45 for first. Here's a handoff over to Jessa Maria, and Jessa Maria was met right at the line and brought down. 35-yard line, so it's going to be 4th and 10 for Pope John. And now what do you do? Options are you can go ahead and throw it downfield, try and get the first down. You can go to one of your 3 runners to try and get some yardage. Everything that Pope John was doing in the first half and gaining yardage, they weren't able to break any big plays, but they got small, sustained pieces of yardage at any given time. Right now, it's not enough. They need to get 10 on this play or they turn the ball over. And already trailing 18-0, options are very limited. 5:45 remaining, third quarter. Shift by Pope John. Labriglia, the lone man in the backfield. Diarco in motion. Clements has it, gives it over to Evan Nisbet, who's met in the backfield. Rahway saw it coming, and a turnover on downs. 5:29 remaining, third quarter.
You want to go in?
So Rahway starting at the Pope John 29. 5:29 remaining, third quarter.
First in!
Rahway all bunched in together. Handoff to number 5, trying to cut to the outside past Nisbet. Cuts the corner to 20 to 15. 10-5, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rahway. Number 5 with a 29-yard touchdown run. He's able to turn the corner. That has been the story today. The Rahway rushing offense has been terrific. Able to break big gainer after big gainer. And that places the score at 24-0. 5:17 remaining, third quarter. Rahway in the huddle. Timeout called by the Chiefs. We'll take one as well. 5:17 remaining, third quarter. It's all Rahway. 24-0 over Pope John. Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Lion Football. Mike Formisano here calling today's action. The Chiefs have opened up a 24-0 lead on the Pope John Lions. The point after pending from the 3-yard line. Handoff up the middle and into the end zone. So for the first time today, Rahway converts on the extra point, and it makes it 25-0. So Pope John will start from the 35-yard line. 5:17 remaining, third quarter. John looking for a spark here from the 35. Lions up to the line. Find that one play that can turn things around. Clements under center. Jessa Maria and Platt in the backfield. Clements with the pitch back to Platt. Platt to the right. Platt is past the 35, gets about the 37 and stop there. They'll bring up 2nd and 8. Again, Pope John is able to get yardage pieces at a time. They need to find that big breakaway that they can get. That big piece of yardage. 2nd and 8 from the, I like makes it 2nd and 7 from the 38-yard line. Here's a handoff to Platt. Platt to the right.
Good.
Platt meets the defender, fumbles, and Braden Colson recovers. The ball's still loose, however. We'll see. Did Rahway recover? It is. It's Rahway's ball. Colson attempted to recover. It just slipped through his hands. And so number 99 comes up with it for Rahway and turnover. .432 remaining. 3rd quarter. Ball's going to be spotted at the 37-yard line of Pope John. Timeout on the field. Pope John's going to take it. We're going to take one as well. 4:32 remaining, 3rd quarter. 25-0. Rahway is leading. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey. I wish I had better news for you if you're a Pope John Lion fan. It has not been pretty here in this 3rd quarter. Rahway has opened up a 25-0 lead on the Pope John Lions. It has recovered a fumble in Pope John territory as we are halfway through the 3rd quarter. Pope John looking for a defensive stand now. Get the ball back. Rahway bunched in the middle again. Number 5 has been the star for Rahway in this game. 4 touchdown rushes. Fumbles on the play. Number 1 picks it up. I think they're going to say he was down. Well, he said he picked up the ball, but his knee hit the turf. So, number 1, Brooks, the quarterback, is down on the play. So, Rahway does have names in the back of the jerseys, but I don't have a roster. So, I'm just going with the numbers as I usually do. I'm trying to read the names from a long distance. It's not happening. We hope in the future to have rosters of the opposing teams. We'll work on it.
Jared, go get involved, Jared! Go get involved!
2nd down. No.
Go!
Here's the snap. Met in the backfield by Grego. He loses that tackle. Pope John stands him up. Finally brings him down.
Someone hold him up and grab the ball!
So it brings up 2nd down. I'm assuming the first play that the referee came in saying that the quarterback had the knee down didn't count. I thought the referee was saying was that the quarterback had his knee down and that was going to bring up 2nd down. Apparently I was wrong. 2nd down, 10 to go. Rahway bunched in. Hand off to Zero. Zero tries to elude a tackle. He does. Cuts to the far sideline. Nisbeth is able to bring him down at the 40-yard line. Evan Nisbeth with a beautiful open field tackle. And so it'll bring up 3rd and long. Good tackle by Nisbeth. So the ball spotted at 39-yard line.
Come down to the wide side. Up, up, up. Linebacker depth.
There's a handoff to Zero. Cuts to the near side. Past Nisbeth. Yeah, Grego has him there. And Labreglia able to bring him down. Down at the 35. So that's going to bring up 4th down for Rahway. Oh, Pope John can find a way to stop the Rahway offense now and get the ball back. They can start their way back. 2:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Good. Come down to the wide side every time. Linebacker depth.
4th and 7 from the 35 of Pope John. Movement on the line, and I think that's going to be a false start against Rahway. It is. That's going to move the ball back. 5-yard penalty against Rahway. We'll repeat 4th down. Well, the ball spotted at the 40. 4th down. Long for Rahway. All bunched in the middle. Handoff to number 5. And Grego's right on him. And is flat. Good tackle by Pope John there. And the Lions are able to stop Rahway with 1:14 remaining in the 3rd quarter. So now the offense gets the ball back, and we'll see what Pope John can do. 25-0, Rahway leads, but Pope John with the ball. And they will start up in their own territory from the 36. Clemenson to the huddle. Pope John up to the line. Clemenson on the center. Hands off to Labreglia, who comes from the near side. Now cuts to the far. Trying to turn the corner, and he just can't do it. But he gets positive yardage out to about the 42-yard line. Story of the afternoon. Pope John trying to make that big break, that big play, and just haven't been able to cut the corner or to find a hole in the middle. They just keep getting stopped. With positive yardage, however, that big play that Rahway has been able to get a few times today, Pope John has not been able to find. Clement's in the huddle. Breglia out for Pope John. 36 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Rahway leading 25-0. Pope John up to the line. Clement's under center. Nisbeth and Platt. Now Nisbeth, the lone man in the backfield. Here's the pitch to Nisbeth that he's bet back there. By Rahway, he's able to burst through the line and was right on top of Evan Nisbeth. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long. We got a timeout on the field. Pope John taking a timeout with 1.3 seconds to go. We'll take one as well. 25-0 Rahway. Late stages of the 3rd quarter. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lion playoff football. Mike Forbesano here calling today's action as the Lions get set to make the last play of the 3rd quarter on offense. They trail the Rahway Chiefs by a count of 25-0. Formisano in the game for Platt. Here's Clevitz. Clevitz with the pitch back to Nisbet. Nisbet trying to turn the corner at 35. Is met there by a pair of defenders for Rahway. That's going to bring it to the end of the third quarter. So, one more quarter to go. Rahway leads 25-0. We'll be back for fourth quarter action right after this. Welcome back to Madden Field in Rahway, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Lion football. Like Formisano along with you. Calling today's action. Rahway leading Pope John 25-0. Want to go ahead and finish out the roster here. Went ahead and had all the players, but I want to make sure we get the coaches here as well. Obviously, the head coach of the Pope John Junior Lions 11 and under squad is Jared Cofrancesco. His assistant coaches are Dan Platt, Dan LeBregley, Nick Colson, Jim Miller, and Rob Zawicki. League President Chris Barranco, the League VP Dave Diarco, the T-Bomb Kathy Jessamaria, and the Pope John varsity head coach is Don Gaston. I'm Mike Formisano. My thanks and my gratitude go out to everyone associated with the Catholic Academy of Sussex County, the Pope John High School, Middle School, and Reverend Brown Grade School. Here's Jessamaria trying to roll to the near sideline. Can't get past 31, brought down there, and Rahway's going to take over. So, 1st and 10 for Rahway at the 30-yard line. So I say, it has been a great season for Pope John. And, you know, writing on the wall right now, they're down 25-0. I just want to make sure get a few words in before the end of the game if this is our last broadcast of the year, at least on the 11U side. Still a full quarter to play, so you never know what can happen. We have to find a way to stop Rahway right now. It's at the 30-yard line. Rahway to the line, 1st and 10 from the 30.
Good. Go, get in there, D-line, let's go.
Rahway now, wideouts on the near and far sideline. They're going to open it up. Quarterback in the shotgun. Number 0 in motion. Takes the handoff. Sweeps to the outside, to the far corner. Turns the corner to the 20, the 15, and is brought out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Braden Colson, number 9, into the game. For number 8, Charlie Formisano. Rahway to the line. Quarterback in the gun. 1st and 10 from the 15. Snap, fumbles the snap, but he picks it back up and is met in the backfield. Jessamaria and Grego with the sack. That's not a sack, it was the running back. Oh, no, was it quarterback? Yeah, he picked up the ball, he fumbled it, picked it up. And so, credit the sack to Jessamaria and Grego. Half sack each. Back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, we had the defensive players going for sack records. Strahan, way back before then with the New York Sack Exchange in the 80s. You count the half sacks. Lawrence Taylor had a lot of them for the Giants way back then. So that half sack, could make a difference in statistics for a regular season in the NFL. Here's number 0 taking the snap with the shotgun. Number 8, actually. And he cuts it across the middle. Flipped over by number 10, Jared Hawthorne. Makes the tackle in the open field. That's going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 4 from the 9. Rahway up to the line. Hurry offense. 7 minutes remaining. Here's the snap, number 8. He'll cut through the middle. and is tackled by Robert Zawicki. Zawicki bringing down number 8 at the 6-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd down. 4th down, sorry. Thanks, Ref. Seem to have missed a play there. 4th and 1 from the 6. Rahway bunched in. Run up the middle. Gets past the 5 and gets down to about the 3. Still on his feet, still barreling towards the end zone. I think they're going to say he was just shy of the goal line. So, Pope John able to bring the runner down before the goal line, but it will be 1st down and goal to go from the 1 for Rahway. Chiefs leading 25-0. 6 minutes remaining. First and goal from the 1. Run out the middle, and he said touchdown. That is number 8. His jersey number's bunched up, so it's tough to see. I think it's number 8. 31-0. Rahway leads over Pope John Lions. 5:38 and counting. We got a running clock situation now as we're heading towards the late stages of the 4th quarter. For a long while there in the 1st quarter, Pope John hanging with Rahway, and it was only 6-0 until the very last play of the 2nd quarter. Rahway had just recovered a fumble from Jake Jessamaria, and then big rushing touchdown for Rahway to make it 12-0 at the half. And then the Chiefs came out in the 2nd half and turned on the gas. Pope John, unfortunately, just hasn't been able to recover. Play a game against Rahway. It's going to move the ball back. You know, just Jessamaria, I should say one thing. The Jessamaria tackle there that caused that fumble. I thought his knee was down, but it's tough. It was very close. It's tough to see. The bigger problem is those rushing touchdowns that Rahway was able to pour on there. Just haven't been able to stop it. But again, remember, this is a team that went 0-8 last year, and they turned it around to go 6-2 this season. To the quarterback, got flagged out on the play. False start against Rahway. It's going to move him back. 4:15 remaining and counting. Let's see if they get the point after run before the end of the clock here. Clock keeps running. Colson in for Formasano. And as I was saying, the job done by Coach Jared Cofrancesco this year has been nothing short of amazing. Him and his coaching staff have been able to take these kids who, I believe most of them played at 8 under 2 years ago and went 1-7. They had one victory against the Long Branch Green Wave. And then at 10U last year, they were 0-8. And it was dark. But Coach Cofrancesco said, keep the light on, and he's going to turn things around. He sure did this year with his team. Pass to number 15. He's into the end zone with the point after touchdown. Just eluding the tackle of Sean Clements. So, point after's good. Going to make the score 32-0. Ironically, the same score that Pope John, 13 and under, defeated Linden by earlier today. But, you know, every march towards the championship has to start with small steps, and Pope John has taken that this year. They have taken a huge step forward from 0-8 to 6-2, playoff spot, the number 3 seed in the 11U division. And these kids are going to learn so much from this season and bring it into next year. And they'll go on to the winter sports. A lot of kids in football play wrestling, some play basketball. A couple play hockey. And they'll play in lacrosse. I remember seeing the 7th and 8th grade squad last year who won the league championship. It was against Mendon-Borough, and that was the answer from the 13U game. Played against Mendon-Borough. So that point after touchdown was actually negated due to a Rahway penalty, but they're going to get it now. And there's actually another flag on the play. The referee's saying no. So they really may not get the point after touchdown done before the end of this game. As the clock continues to run, more penalty yardage against Rahway. So the score is still 31-0. So flag down, move the ball backwards again. 2 minutes and counting. We're going to spot the ball at 23. I've never seen anything quite like this. I mean, I've seen 1 or 2 penalties, but this is like 4 or 5 penalties that Rahway's committed on the point after. Well, that is one thing. Rahway, very talented team. But the one thing to keep in mind is they're probably going to play Mo Better next week. Maybe Union wins the game, but probably be Mo Better and Rahway. If you're an undisciplined team, you can only go so far. So keep that in mind. That goes for everyone, but there's a lot of talent on that Rahway squad that came through today. But 4 or 5 penalties on the point after. 31-0 now, so it won't be a repeat of the 32-0 win that Pope John had in reverse. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. As I said, going back to Pope John for a second, because we've got about a minute left. These kids have a lot to grow on. And I think you'll see it next year as this team comes back for the either 12 and under or maybe 13 and under division in Pop Warner. Coach Co Francesco will be back with the squad next year. Hand off to Jesse Maria as he goes through the middle and is met there about a yard on the play. Pope John going to try and get one more play in. So, a lot to be proud of for Pope John this season. Just not going to feel it today. This one's going to sting. They'll wake up tomorrow. They may still feel it. Maybe for a few weeks, maybe for a month. But then they'll look back at the progress they've had this season and be proud. 15 seconds to go here. Clements under center. This will be the last play. Clements to Platt. Platt to the right. Platt rolls towards the far sideline. Finally met at about the 38, 39-yard line. That's the end of the game. Final score, Rahway defeats Pope John Lions 31-0 and ends the Lions season. For the Chiefs, they'll move on to the championship game, either against Mo Better or Union. For the Lions, they head to the offseason. And again, this stings, but John has nothing but pride, and pride is spoken. Pope John finishes the season with 6 wins and 3 defeats, 2 coming at the hands of the Rahway Chiefs. Defeated, but not disgraced. Now learn from this, and a lot to look forward to for these kids moving into the 2024 season. So, for the 11U squad, this will be the last time we're with you this season, but please join us again next year as we'll be back for more Pope John football. In the meantime, 13 and under won their league championship today in the North Jersey Pop Warner Division. If there is another game for them, we will try to be with you for that broadcast. Lots of people to thank for this season. My wife, Cara Formisano, and my 3 kids, Michael, Charlie, and Alex. I want to thank the Pope John coaching staff, led by Coach Gary Co Francesco, and all of the assistant coaches. I want to thank League President Chris Baracco and League VP Dave DiArco. I want to thank Team Mom, Captain Jess Maria, for a wonderful job. The glue that holds all of this together for both 11U and 13U. And I want to thank the Pope John varsity head coach, Dom Gaston, for being able to allow us to do this throughout the season, and for the entire staff of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County, and everyone who supports Pope John football. I want to thank them as well. We look forward to being back with you next season. And we also look forward to seeing what 13U can do as they move on, if they do have more games. Final score, once again, from Madden Field. The Rahway Chiefs defeat the Pope John Lions 31-0. For everyone here, this is Mike Formisano saying thank you once again. Have a good offseason. We'll see everyone in 2024.